Hello, my name is Liam Pepper and I will be explaining the regulations that control the different stages of supply chain of Manuka honey. Land. The first step of the supply chain is the landowner and all biophysical inputs. Due to China's consumers and their need for traceability of a product, certain regulations have been enforced to protect the product and meet the needs of the Chinese consumer. The Farmer's Code of Conduct is a regulation that ensures the practice of safe, sustainable beekeeping practices while operating on a farmer's land. This is a crucial regulation as it not only does it create trust in a consumer, but also the farmer whose land is being used. Through this code of conduct, the contamination of herbicides that could affect the product is reduced, and safe practices and management of land is ensured for continued Manuka honey practice. Comvita land use agreements are also crucial as they regulate how a company like Comvita manages their hives on another's land and allows small-time landowners to hold a large company like Comvita up to their obligations due to their contract signed. Without a proper regulatory contract like this, it allows for miscommunication and disputes to occur between the landowner and Comvita. Harvesting. When a biosecurity under the Biosecurity Act 1993, a beekeeper must be registered and along with the apiaries. This is crucial as a product like Manuka honey being met with a pest or disease that could affect the product. MPI can quickly identify this problem has arisen due to all beekeepers and their apiaries being recorded. Beekeepers being registered allows for MPI to attract beekeepers and their progress, and allows for beekeepers to develop a better understanding of how they can improve compared to the previous season's data. Hives required to move through transport, whether it is helicopter or truck. Those that use these need to follow the Land Transport Act 1998. This regulates overall guidelines that must be followed when transporting animals or their products, and also ensures that all regulations concerning road user tax, rider fitness and registration are also met. Extraction. When extracting honey and or creating a honey product, the Food Act 2014 and the Animals Product Act play a major role. The Food Act 2014 is created to regulate and maintain food safety and security, how we control it and how we maintain New Zealand's reputation when exporting food products. The Animals Act 1999 is created with the intention of minimising risks to humans or animals and the products animals are created from. Both these acts play a large role in how honey is extracted, and the regulations with safety are upheld in order to create a safe product. If you're a secondary processor of honey or an operator that stores cold or dry honey meant for export, it is required that you operate under the Risk Management Program, RPM. The RPM is a program that is designed to help processors or operators manage potential hazards that are associated with the production of both honey products and bee safety. The RPM program is verified yearly and must be done in order for honey products to meet New Zealand animal product standards. For RPM to be verified, MPI must regulate this process. Processing. All honey labelled as Manuka has passed testing in order to be exported overseas. This testing is done in an MPI registered laboratory to make sure that it is Manuka honey definition. Under the ACVM Act 1997, which is used to protect the risk to those consuming the product, ensure that an agricultural compound does not breach domestic food residue standards, and ensures that the consumer is provided sufficient information on the product. Manuka honey is often but not always labelled and graded under the UMF system, unique Manuka factor. The higher the UMF, usually the higher in price, and this has to be extremely sensitive to testing, as Manuka honey that has been labelled incorrectly through poor testing or none is in direct violation of this Act. Facilities that process any Manuka honey products must be registered and approved by MPI in order to ensure safety and the product is what it claims to be. Facilities that label or store a product must ensure all proper hygiene when handling a product, making sure no cross-contamination occurs that could impact the final product. Shipping and distribution. Products that are stored in packaging must be able to handle all later stages of shipping and distributing, and companies such as Comvita must ensure that all products packaging protects the product, ensuring no contamination or waste of a product occurs. Should waste or damage of product occur, this ensures that product cannot enter a market and may not be allowed entry into a desired country. Exporters are responsible for making sure their product is verified to be exported. Some markets require an export certificate, which will change if requirements change. New Zealand exporters must be registered with the Ministry of Primary Industries and follow all requirements that are needed. Requirements include source bee products from a listed beekeeper, register as an animal products exporter, check overseas, market access requirements, and ensure all correct documentation provided throughout the supply chain, and ensure all bee products meet New Zealand destination labelling laws. Exporters must register with MPI or use the services of a registered exporter. If you register with MPI as an exporter, your registration must be renewed each year with payment of an annual fee. Marketing. In order to sell a food or export a food product from New Zealand, meeting labelling and composition requirements under the Food Act 2014. As mentioned before, and also the Australia-New Zealand Food Standards Code. The Food Standards Code is used to regulate products and allow consumers to know exactly what they are consuming by giving correct nutritional value and information. This regulation was created in 2018, creating China into New Zealand's largest trading partner, and allows for New Zealand to export Manuka honey products overseas to China with several benefits. These benefits include eliminated tariffs, improved access to Chinese market, reduced red tape, and a clear process for settling disputes. This has allowed the Manuka honey industry to flourish within China and has changed how Manuka honey products are processed and finished, with the main input coming through Chinese consumers. Consumers are heavily reliant on regulation throughout the supply chain, and the Chinese markets are especially concerned with the disconnection between producers and consumers, with the food they consume is of high quality and safe to eat. In order for New Zealand to operate and export to Chinese markets, they must be able to ensure this quality traceability of product is crucial, and with a change in regulation from the Food Hygiene Regulations 1947, you can continue to do so until 28th of February 2019. After this, you need to transition your business to the Food Act 2014.